Welcome back, everybody. 7 Minutes for Seniors. I am Chris Wilson. This is
Chris Adams with fun with a place at home.
A Place at Home. We got the big sign behind us.
Yeah.
So, third segment, we're going to lighten it up a little bit. We've already talked about the wonderful things that your company does for seniors. A little bit deeper on you. What kind of hobbies do you have?
I collect cars.
Like cars that
Driving
you drive?
cars, yeah.
Oh, I did not know that. What kind of cars do you have?
My first range was Broncos.
Okay.
Before Broncos went away, and at one point I had 17 of them.
Do you still have an OJ Bronco?
Well, I did, but I sold them all.
Okay.
So I wanted to buy a real muscle car, and that ended up I purchased a 2010 Volkswagen convertible Beetle. Because as a high school kid, my
That's
brother,
a muscle car.
yeah,
Yeah.
well, it's got a turbo in it, and it actually hauls butt. But we would exchange. We would buy Beetles bugs at the time, and then refurbish them, and then sell them.
Yeah.
To the rich kids in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And we did that when we were 16 and 15 years old, and we made a lot of money.
Oh, wow.
And at that time, my brother was our signature because he was over 18. And
so you could sign the title.
Yeah. So he went to college, and then we had to get my dad involved. And my dad, he didn't know what we were doing in the garage. So he would just sign stuff So one day I went to auction, and I bought 15 postal Jeeps. And he's like, "How did you do that?" And I said, "Well, that's what we've been doing in the garage for the last 4 years."
Wow.
And he signed all the paperwork and kind of said, "Mr. Big Shot, how are you going to pay for this?" I pulled out a big wad of $100 bills.
Yeah.
And ripped off $100 bills. "Okay, Mr. Big Shot, how are you going to get them home?" I said, "Dad, see those 2 truck trailers? Those are my guys."
Wow. That's cool.
I'm 17 years old. He's going like,
So what's in your garage now?
Oh, I have a 96 F-150, the Beetle. I'm actually looking for old Broncos again.
Yeah.
Because I like Broncos. They're just,
the body style is
they were the first SUV, and they're just tough trucks. I also, and I don't look for the classic, just weird cars. Like, you ever hear of the Mercury Villager?
No.
It was a small van.
Okay.
And so I've been looking for those.
Okay. Was it like the first minivan?
Yeah, it basically was. It was built like in the 90s, and it's smaller.
Oh, wait a second. Hold on.
Yeah.
My best friend in high school, his dad had a Mercury Villager, had the wood panel on the side. Yeah. Yes, I knew. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, because that was that we could fit so much stuff in it because we were on Boy Scouts together.
Yes.
Yeah. Exactly. Oh, that's so funny. So I do know what you're talking about.
So it's I'm eclectic that way and do that. I mean, there's guys that they collect GTOs,
right?
Camaros.
Yeah.
I just look at weird cars.
That's awesome. Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool. Now my next question is usually something surprising about you. I mean, you've already surprised me with this, but surprise me again. What else you got? Something surprising about you.
I'm a trained chef.
This guy does everything.
Yeah, I had to. No, my mom wanted to go to. She was a baker. She wasn't that hot of a cook. She was a baker, so she went to school, and we both went through chef school.
Wow.
Culinary school.
So now, do you cook at home?
I'm the only one that cooks.
You're the only one that cooks.
Yeah, my wife comes from an Italian family that's in the food business, and I cook better than her family.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, I mean, they catered to the Mets, and when I made my shrimp scampi, they liked mine better than my in-laws.
The Mets?
Yeah, the Mets.
Oh.
The baseball team.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
Okay.
I'm a Yankees fan.
Oh, okay. Well, sorry.
We don't even pay attention to the team on the other side.
Yeah, so they, so.
That's cool.
Yeah. That's
cool. So you do all the fine, I don't even know how to hold a knife, but I cook.
My knife skills are pretty good, but I'm not one of these people that put a pea on a plate and charge you $100.
Yeah.
No, it's just good food, and a lot of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you sharpen your own knives?
Yes.
That's something that I'm figuring out.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we have somebody in the neighborhood that sharpens knives, but she wants $20 per night.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
All I got to do is just sit
there.
there.
And that comes from the chef and camping.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So
yeah.
have a sharp knife.
Yeah. If you go to my YouTube history right now, all it is sharpening knives. Because I don't want to mess up my knives. We got some Gustav knives, I don't want to mess them up. But I don't want to mess them up. So. Plus, I hate making a video cutting into a brisket and I'm like sawing at it. I want to just slice right through it. So,
I watched the Food Network and all these guys are just hacking through stuff, and it reminds me to sharpen my knife.
Yeah, yeah. I remember my first video that I posted of food. I was cutting into a rib roast, and my knife was super dull. And a bunch of people came on with comments like, "Why don't you?" why don't you use a butter knife next time? I was if you keep going, I'm going to make another one. I'm going to cut it with a spoon.
That's right.
And people kept going. And I was like, fine. So I made another one and I cut the whole thing apart with a spoon. Might as well antagonize the trolls, right?
Yeah.
Look at that. Almost nailed it dead on.
That's right.
So that's been our third segment of Cooking with Chris and Chris. 7 minutes.
Cars, cooking, and collecting.
Yeah, and Chris and Chris. We'll just get it all in there.
That's right.
This has been 7 Minutes for Seniors. I'm Chris.
Chris Adam.
Thank you very much. Y'all have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.